Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live Q&A where we're going through all the new updates from Walmart and giving you the chance to ask all the questions live. We're even grabbing questions from our Facebook group or YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, you can post your question there. If you're watching on Facebook, you can post your question there as well and say hi, tell us where you're at. So today it's just me and Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here. Good to
Hi,
see you.
Kelsey. Good to
Good,
see you.
good. I do want to share a little update with the Walmart sellers here. With the StreamYard platform that we're using to stream, Facebook recently announced an update where we can't stream directly into Facebook groups. So we have to basically just post into the group, but we can't stream from the actual Facebook group. So if you're used to seeing our videos live from the Facebook group, you're going to have to go over to the either Walmart's YouTube page or find the actual link that we're posting in the Facebook group. So it's a little bit different, but there's nothing we can really do about it. But we're still here. We're doing the Q&As. And
So I didn't know about that, but now it makes sense because a couple of days ago, I was having a training for my Facebook, for my mastermind, my Walmart mastermind, and we tried to stream to Facebook, and it didn't give me the option. So now I know why. So even from Zoom, you cannot stream anymore.
Yeah, no third-party platforms except if you're going straight from Facebook anymore.
But I think it's getting you to post into a page. So that post to a page?
You can post to a page. YouTube is still okay, but specifically Facebook groups, they just say you can't do it anymore. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you guys see us live. If not, I hope you see the recording. Anyway, we will make sure to post this episode everywhere. So yeah, we have a couple of updates today, and then we're gonna take some questions. So feel free to let us know in the chat if you have any question related to Walmart. So yeah, let's get it going. So this is actually very, very great update. I love it. So what this update says, it says, sometimes you get reviews and you go to your product and you see reviews, but you have no idea who posted that review, like who's the customer, because sometimes you really want to know, you want to help him or, so actually you have a new dashboard where you can see the reviews and then you see from which specific order the review came from. Therefore, you can address, the issue. If it was a fulfillment issue, anything, maybe you can offer the customer something. If he write bad review, make it better, and maybe he will remove his review. So I think this is a really good update that's really going to help you to monitor. It's very important to monitor your reviews and pay attention. If you get bad reviews, you really need to see why. Sometimes it's just things that we need to change, or it's something you can address. So very important to monitor that new dashboard. And let me know what do you think about that. I think it's very useful. Let's go to our next update. All right, so routing and packaging guide for inbound orders with WFS. So review the new Walmart Fulfillment Services routing and packaging guide for tips on packaging items securely and shipping to Walmart Fulfillment Center. So they just making sure. A lot of people sometimes have a lot of questions about WFS, like they don't know how they're supposed to ship it, how they're supposed to label it. So for example, to ship something to WFS, you have to make sure there is a UPC available for them to scan. If you remove it from Amazon and you have FNSKU on it and you send it to Walmart, that they cannot recognize that number. So make sure you either ask them to relabel it for you. That's an option. So when they receive it, they can label it for you, or either you label it yourself with the UPC. If you're manufacturing items, I always recommend just to have two barcodes on two different sides. One side have the FNSKU and the other side have the UPC. So then it doesn't matter where you ship this item, every fulfillment center can receive the item flawlessly with no issues. So discover the new guidelines for do-it-yourself testing to ensure protection and option for sending packages for professional evaluation. Plus, reminder that WFS can inspect packaging anytime and may return or dispose any item with high damage rate at your expense. So again, when you ship item, make sure you're following the guidelines. Make sure you ship it if it needs to be polybagged, packed, any stickers on it that explain something. The items are eligible for WFS, expiration date, and so on and so on. So make sure you're following the guidelines, and just they're letting you know if they have the right to refuse a package or send your package back or even dispose it and charge you for that. So again, make sure you following the guidelines for that. So let's go to the next one. Offer listing quality score update. So if you guys know me, you know I'm talking about the listing quality all the time. So they have some new updates. Price will be a core component that can impact your overall offer listing quality score. So I guess they're raising there's 3 parts. The listing score is built of 3 parts. That's how they calculate your average score. So it's the content, the price, is the price and the shipping is together, and the reviews. So those 3 parts, they score each one of those parts, and then they calculate it together, and that's how you get your end score. So they're just letting you know that the price is going to have more weight, heavy weight on your total score, because their focus is that your price will be always the best price on the internet. So make sure you're following that. If you sell the same items on Amazon and Walmart, make sure you always compare the price. That is always the same price. If it's always the same price, you're fine. You're okay. You don't have to be cheaper than Amazon, but you cannot be more expensive than Amazon or other online sites. So make sure your pricing is always the best, so you don't get penalized for that. Because once your score go down, the score working automatically with the algorithm. So when customer go and search, he put a search term, he search for an item, the algorithm know exactly what offers to put on the top of the page. And the offers that will win the best placement is the offer that first, have the best content, have the best price, have reviews. So this is why the score is extremely important. So the algorithm check the score. It doesn't go into each item and kind of looking at all this little thing. He look at the score because the score kind of telling him if you have all these things checked mark, right? So make sure your score is always high. Make sure at least, I would say, if you can every week, but if not, at least once a month, to go to your dashboard, go to growth opportunity and see your listing score. What you're going to see in there is the score for each item, and those scores are changing all the time. So make sure you monitor it and address any issue that any item have with the score. The other thing, the saying, to keep your score strong, double check your offers, have competitive price via the offer tab under the item details section. So I guess they're letting you see if you have competition on pricing, so they can maybe show you a little bit more information about that, help you adjust your pricing. Offer with high quality rating will also receive a higher score. Again, so is higher your content, offer, shipping, reviews is a higher score. A higher score you have is better placement you will get. It means more customers will see you, will click on your items, will potentially buy from you. So again, the quality of your listing is the most important thing for Walmart. All right. I see we have some questions coming. All right, but we're going to get to that in a minute. It's an update that we already talked about, but I really, really want to make sure you guys pay attention to that. May is the pet month. It means Walmart is focusing on getting a lot of traffic into the pet category by promotion and other things they're doing with influencers and different bloggers and things like that. They're driving a lot of traffic to those products. So the only thing you need to do is go and create a promo tag. It's when you go to updates, you download the price sheet, you change your price. Don't do it in your account, guys. A lot of times you think that to change price, you go to manage inventory and you see a product, you click on price and you change it there. Please don't adjust prices from there. Adjust prices through a promo sheet Excel. The reason why is because every time you take the price down through your account, then the system remembering that is your price. And then when you come and you want to do a discount, right? If you're not in the 10 or 15% off of that price, the discount you applied is not going to take place. It's just not going to work. So make sure you keep your price in kind of always the same price. And every time you want to adjust it, do it through the promo spec sheets. All right. So again, you need to create at least 15% off. And then what's going to happen when customer browsing, they will see your price and it's going to be like a slash on it. And then there's like a discount price. It's going to say reduced price. And that's helping you get more eyeballs on your product. And especially if you sell in any pet product, now it's the best time to go and do those adjustments. You have the whole months to get some extra sales for the pet category. If you have any question related to that, please let me know in the chat. And the last update that I want to make sure you to go over this again is that if you create campaigns in the past, when you create campaign, let's say you sell in I don't know, a specific brand of candies, right? Let's say you sell in Hershey candies, right? And now you see that a lot of search terms are coming from, for example, a Ghirardelli chocolates or something like that. In the past, when you run ads, you cannot use different brands in your ads. Right now, they give you the option to use competitive brand name when you run ads. So you can use other brands to drive traffic to your product. Of course, it have to be relevant, right? So if you sell, in cosmetics, you need to use different brand name in cosmetics. So again, it's a great way to get so much more traffic leveraging other brand names. And I think that's it for the updates for today. I guess we have one more. Okay, super important. A couple months ago, Walmart released the option for you to create SEM campaigns. SEM, it's creating campaigns through Google. All right, so you actually using Walmart Google account. They let you tap into their Google account. That is the best account because it's Walmart. Because Walmart have a top priority with Google Shopping. Walmart have the best pricing. So usually your pay per click will be the lowest you would ever get in your life. So why not? And so we saw that a couple of months ago. I was very curious. I want to tell you that the last couple of months we testing with a lot of our clients, and the results are amazing. It's really, really good result. There is a lot of impression, a lot of clicks. The clicks are extremely cheap, and there is really nice conversion. So there is another way to get a lot of traffic, a lot of sales into your product. So make sure you go and you try it out. Now, I know it sounds scary, but it's not, because the only thing you need to do is to choose the date you want to run the campaign and choose your budget. That's it. You don't need to tell them what keyword to use. They know it. They know it better than you. So you let them do all the work. The only thing you need to do is just create and open the campaign using your dates and a budget. And of course, like with everything, you have to let it run for a few weeks because they're learning your product, they're learning what the best keyword converting. Therefore, the best result will be in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. after you started that campaign. And they do have an exclusive offer. If you spend $500, you can get $200, $250 back in ad credit. So I think that's great. That's really great. So take advantage of that. And again, try it out, test it out. To find it, you go to growth opportunity. When you go to growth opportunity, you're going to see on the top right, you will see SEM. You just click on that. And also you can ask for help. If you go there and ask for help, they're actually going to schedule a call with you to go over how to use it. So there is a great team in there. They just, will be happy to jump on a call with you. So make sure you taking advantage of that. All right, let's get to our question. Kelsey.
All right, we sure do. So let's jump into some from the group that have been posted. This one's a bit longer. So first question is, whenever I create a single item with this thin listing and submit it, I receive an error. When I try to correct the error, I get back a spec sheet. I'm unable to upload spec sheets. I'm currently working on one and it won't even get me accepted for uploading. Has anyone else had problems with sheets?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's very common when you're just starting and you kind of trying to learn that process. So the first thing I want to say that Walmart is very, very sensitive to the spec sheet. What does it mean? If that spec sheet, you didn't save it in the right format, or if that spec sheet is too old, it can be a couple of days old, it's not gonna accept it. So when you upload the spec sheet and there's an error, it will automatically download it back to your computer, and then you can open it and see in yellow where is the error. You can fix it, save it again, give it a different name, save it again, make sure you're saving it in the right format, and go back and upload it. So if that's not working, make sure you go and download the new spec, copy paste everything from the old spec to the new spec, and then upload it. So again, I know that can be very frustrating, but you're just gonna have to give it a try, or open a case with Walmart and attach the spec sheet. So a lot of times they can do it for you. You just need to open a case and explain to them what's the issue, attach the new spec and say, that's the new spec, and you please help me upload that new spec. So usually, like I said, they can be very helpful.
All right, next question. Hi guys, I'm trying to set up my first item on Walmart and accidentally mixed up SKUs. Can anyone advise if I update the SKU to a different one, will I be able to reuse the old SKU for another list? The items are WFS.
Okay, so Walmart give you the option to create it's called maintenance spec, and in that spec you can change the SKU. You can even change the UPC of a product. So in general, there shouldn't be a problem to change a SKU, and then once you change it, you can use that SKU, that the first one, you can use that for a different item. So that should not be a problem.
Okay, and then we have a live question from Abel. What if a customer purchases and then claims it's cheaper at another location, but has already opened the product?
That's a good question. What are we doing in this case? We just adjust and send them a refund. It's like, okay, how much did you bought it? No problem. Let me adjust it for you and give you a refund, because it's much better than to get a return, because return is counting against your account health. And if you just do an adjustment refund, it's not going to hurt your account. So it's really better sometimes just to, if we need to, give the customer money back or send them a new item or whatever, it's so much better to do that, because that cannot hurt your account health. So anything you can do to not hurt your account, even if it's going to cost you sometimes, it's much better solution than to get your account health and have a low score.
So kind of short-term loss, but long-term, it's better to do that, because Abel's saying, but the fees are not adjusted, and then I'm being charged.
It's okay, that's fine. it's like I say, sometimes we're losing money, and it's part of the business. It's going to your expenses. Any business need expenses and loss and returns, and that's fine. You need to put your focus on how you can make it better. So how you make sure your prices are better, your product are better, your description is better. As more as you focus on that, you will have less returns. So again, the focus is to make the customer happy. That's Walmart, where Walmart is really good at. This is why so many customers are coming to Walmart, because they have a return policy of no question asked. So people can return or complain, and they always get a solution that will make them happy. So again, I wouldn't focus too much on that. I would just let it go, just take the loss and make sure that you review why this is happening. So again, what is this product? Is it make sense to sell it? Is it like something you sell a lot and it is the first case, or is it something that, just this issue is returning? Can you adjust the price? Can you maybe, sometimes you sell something and a lot of different sellers sell it cheaper in different marketplaces. So you really need to be creative. Like, do I want to continue selling this item? If I cannot compare the price, do you want to compare the price? Maybe you can take this item and bundle it with something, and then you're kind of more free. Maybe you can create 2-pack of this item. There's a lot of things you need to do to make sure that this issue is not gonna continue happening again.
Okay, and then we do have a screenshot that I want to share with you. Gina is asking, what am I supposed to do here? So I'm going to just read this out. Let me see. So it says, in a previous communication, we informed you of the availability of the new item Spec 5.0 API. However, it looks like you have not migrated to this updated version. Delaying migration poses a risk to your business, as support for the item Spec 4.0 ends October. You're also missing on crucial enhancements that can help improve your content quality and listings. And there's a bit more, but is there anything that Gina is supposed to do?
Actually dealing with that a lot now with customers. There is a new update, and not all accounts already have it. So that's create a problem, because from one side, Walmart is saying now you need to use that new spec, but then not all accounts actually merge into that new spec. So that's creating a lot of problems. So the only thing you need to know is that you just need to be constantly in communication with Walmart. Make sure if your account is already been merged into that new spec, and make sure they are working on it, and pay attention where it will be. So that's the only thing really you can do right now. The new spec is supposed to help you create listing in much better quality and give you more flexibility to choose your category, subcategory, and product type. And that's really the biggest update on that new spec, because when your product is not on the right category or product type, people are not going to find it. So this is giving you a little bit better control. So in general, once it's all going to be kind of migrated to your account, you will have again, much better ways to optimize your listing. So I know it's frustrating. Trust me, we're all day long with Walmart. They are frustrating themselves, because since they did that update, it's created a lot of glitches, and it's taking them time to fix those. So the only thing we need to do right now is just be a little bit patient, give it the time to kind of fix itself, and you should be good to go.
All right, so let's see. Next question. Hello, please advise if UPC codes with adding 00 at the beginning are acceptable as orderable GTINs, and each GTIN for WFS.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So every GTIN is your UPC with usually 2 zeros in the beginning. That's what make a GTIN. So when you create your spec sheet to convert, they ask you again, GTIN, so you just take your UPC and put the 2 zero. But when you label the item, make sure the sticker that you create is the UPC. You cannot create a GTIN label. As far as I know, they don't let you do that. They only let you use the UPC, but they know because on your product, there's always information like what's your product, what's your SKU, your UPC, your GTIN, item ID. So they always know what is the right product that you send them if you have a GTIN or UPC on it. But again, the UPC that's where you create your stickers to label the product. Make sure it's the UPC and not the GTIN. But when you fill up spec sheet and they keep on asking you for GTIN, just take your UPC and add the 2 zeros.
Okay, and what are the requirements for Walmart account creations?
So if you're new to Walmart and you want to get an account, the most important thing they're looking at is your experience. So if you never sold online, you have to start somewhere else, like Shopify, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and any other marketplace. So you need to start there and then apply to Walmart. Once you apply, if you live in the US, you need to have an LLC. If you live outside of the US, you also need to have LLC unless you're in one of the countries that are approved to sell on Walmart without American LLC, like China, UK, Chile, Singapore, Thailand, Germany. There's a whole list of countries that are approved to sell on Walmart using your local business information. And then you can just apply. I think we have a special link that you can apply, so we can, this link is kind of put you on a priority. So Kelsey, if you have it, if not, we can grab it in the end and post it in the chat for you. So yeah.
Okay, and I do have it. I'm going to post it right now here. So you can use this link to apply, and it's just uploading now. So here it is on the screen here, if you want to grab that in the comment sections. And then let me see. Next question. We got a bigger one here. I sell on both Amazon and Walmart. What is the procedure for delivered package on Walmart, but the customer never receives it? Amazon, you say that in shipping bought through Amazon and they don't cover the refund. Is there something similar on Walmart?
Okay, so when you ship a package, you can again use Walmart account. When you go to your account, you can create shipping label from your Walmart account. Therefore, you have a little bit better coverage. So again, it's like everything. When a customer say he didn't receive the package, you need to kind of open a claim with the carrier. Usually, the first thing when you get a message and the customer says he never got the package, what you want to do is you want to tell the customer, can you please allow us 48 hours to find your package? Usually the package will be delivered magically, because a lot of time USPS will update it was delivered and it was not, and it will get delivered the day after or 2 days after. So that will be the first thing I will do. The second thing I will do is, again, if the package shipped through WFS, again, you have nothing to worry. Walmart is kind of responsible on that because they shipped it. If you ship the package using your creating the label through your Walmart account, again, you can open the claim and hopefully it will go on your favorite. But again, these things can happen sometimes. Sometimes you can win, sometimes you're gonna lose, and hopefully we can. This is why I just like to use WFS, because I don't need to be worrying about things like that.
Okay, and we just have a couple questions left. We have, what's the best payment method to set up as a seller on Walmart.com for a USA seller? Is it Payoneer or Hyperwallet or something else?
Yeah, I think Payoneer is the best option. I'm not sure. Sometimes they give you 2 options. Sometimes they only give you Payoneer. I would say just go with Payoneer. It's working really good. So yeah.
Okay, and Abel's asking, why does Walmart only cover 20% of the item for a customer return, even though if you're certain the claims against the seller are false? Recording photos are done to prevent any dishonesty, in quotations.
Yeah. Again, in a lot of those cases when customer return items, you're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose it no matter what, because you need to pay the fees. You need to pay the some of the shipping fees, the return fees, the processing fees, and so on and so on. So again, I cannot tell you exactly why it's only 20%, or for me, I don't really go into that unless it's something that worth fighting for. My focus is how not to get returns and how to get issues with clients. But again, here's the thing: when you sell on Shopify, you have full control, because you can argue with your customer, you can make your own rules. But when you sell through Amazon, through Walmart, it's really not in our hands. So again, you can fight. You can always open dispute. Walmart always given you the option to dispute and get some money back or get anything, So if you feel like it's worth fighting, just open dispute. If they ask for images, more information, tracking number, again, do that. Again, I know you have a lot of question about returns. Do you get a lot of returns, or it just is the same customer? If you want to say in the comments. But like I say, you should focus on how not to get returns. So that's what I would be trying to focus, because Walmart is a great marketplace. And if you sell, 500, 1,000 orders a month, and 2% of that is returns, is absolutely normal. There's some companies even have 5% returns. So it's really important to focus on, selling, creating a lot of listing, getting a lot of sales, and try not to go over 2% returns, because again, that's going to hurt your account health. So that should be your main focus, how you do not get more than 2% returns.
Yeah, and I think it's also clear, just to clarify, that we're not affiliated with Walmart in any way. We're just an online community for Walmart sellers too. So just want to make that super clear too. And let's see. From Arnelia, how do you perform keyword research, and what tool do you use?
Yeah, that's a great question. So first, before I even start about that, guys, to know your Walmart keyword is the most important thing. If you have the most amazing listing on Amazon or Shopify, and you know your keywords, and then you come to Walmart and you just say, oh, I know everything, and you copy paste, it might work, might not. You probably will get penalized, because your listing have to be unique. And also your keywords have to be adjusted to the Walmart keywords, because customers, when they come to Walmart, sometimes they will use different phrases. So if you don't not know these phrases, you are not going to be optimized, and you're not going to get placement. You're not going to get enough orders and traffic. So that's the most important thing, to actually take the time and invest in your listing, invest in your keyword research. To do a keyword research, there's a couple of softwares. The first one is Helium 10 that everybody know. They have tools for Walmart. You can do a keyword research. You can even do a keyword research on your competition using Cerebro. And trust me, you want to do that, because when you go and you look at your competitors and see what keywords he's ranking for, you can learn so much on the Walmart customers. You can learn so much about your competitor. You can learn so much. There's different phrases that you didn't know before that very relevant to your product. So I really recommend to do that. The second tool is Wally Smarter. Again, there's a keyword tool in there that you can do a keyword research. It's going to show you the volume of each keyword. And the last one is DataSpark. So there's 3 tools right now. All 3 have different features, you want to go and kind of test them out. There is also another tool called SellerGrade that is also for Walmart sellers. So again, there is a couple of tools. Let us know if you're interested in a specific one. We can put you some links and promo codes in the chat. The second was Wally Smarter. So it's Wally Smarter. If you can post the link, Kelsey, and I think the coupon code is POWER or POWER30, if I don't mistake. So you can get 30% off. So go check it out.
And that third tool was Data Sparks, right?
The third one was Data Spark, and the fourth one is SellerGrade.
All right, so I placed them there. Okay, so I think that's it for questions.
All right, beautiful. Great. So, guys, every Thursday we go live at 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're watching the recording. If you missed any episode, we did so many episodes the last year of our podcast. Actually, we need to celebrate. I think we are just got to 1 year with the podcast. So maybe we're going to celebrate it next week. So make sure you don't miss out. Next Thursday, we have a podcast episode, again, 3 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you there. And Kelsey, thank you so much for helping me today. And see you guys soon.
All right. Thank you, everyone.